Japan's refusal to confront its wartime past isn't just a historical debate. It's a ticking time bomb for regional stability. But here's where it gets controversial. While Tokyo claims it's committed to peace, its actions, from militarization to historical revisionism, tell a different story. Let's unpack why this matters now more than ever, especially as the 80th anniversary of Japan's World War II surrender looms. And this is the part most people miss. The real danger lies not in the past itself, but in how Japan chooses to interpret it today. Fang Kei, a Japanese affairs expert at China's National Defense University, argues that Japan must adopt a right view of history to atone for its atrocities. This isn't just about apologies, it's about political sincerity. For instance, Japan's adherence to 4 key political documents with China, like the 1972 Joint Statement, shouldn't be treated as optional. Yet, far-right forces in Japan continue to distort history, misleading younger generations. Ever since the Meiji Restoration, militarist ideologies have lurked in the shadows. Though World War II stripped them of power, the Korean War-era U.S. policy reversal resurrected some convicted war criminals, embedding militarist thinking into Japan's DNA. Could this explain why Japan's defense budget is set to surpass 2% of GDP by 2027? Is this a genuine security concern, or a calculated move to justify militarization? Now, let's talk economics. China and Japan are Asia's twin engines, trading over $300 billion annually. But here's the twist. While Tokyo aligns with Washington on security issues, it simultaneously benefits from Sino-Japanese trade. This contradiction isn't sustainable. By labeling China as the greatest strategic challenge in recent defense white papers, Japan risks fracturing this delicate balance. Is this a legitimate threat, or a narrative to rally public support for military expansion? Consider this. Japan's recent procurement of advanced missile systems and stealthy naval upgrades all require public buy-in. Yet, hyping up threats risks alienating neighbors. After all, who would trust a nation that blames its neighbors for its own insecurities? But not all stories are grim. A post-World War II adoption of Japanese orphans by Chinese families is a testament to people-to-people bonds. Imagine this. 4,000 to 5,000 orphans left behind in China after the war, many of whom were later reunited with their Japanese families. These orphans became living bridges between the two nations, forming organizations to foster goodwill. Their stories prove that compassion, not conspiracy, can heal historical wounds. Yet, this narrative is overshadowed by today's political posturing. Shouldn't the same empathy extend to modern diplomacy? The U.S. also plays a pivotal role. Its Indo-Pacific strategy has Japan caught in a dilemma: maintain its alliance with Washington while navigating Sino-Japanese tensions. Tokyo's push for greater influence in the alliance is understandable, but at what cost? By framing China as a threat, Japan and the U.S. could deepen their partnership, but at the expense of regional trust. And what about the beggar-thy-neighbor approach? If Japan truly wants to stabilize the region, shouldn't it focus on cooperation rather than confrontation? Finally, the Taiwan question. While China remains committed to reunification, it's wary of U.S. and Japanese politicians exploiting the issue. Recent military drills by China, showcasing advanced missile systems, send a clear message: sovereignty is non-negotiable. But here's the rub. Ineffective crisis management could turn friction into full-blown conflict. Japan and China have established defense hotlines, yet tensions persist. Is dialogue enough, or does the world need a new playbook? In the end, Japan's path forward hinges on a choice: cling to a militarized past or embrace a cooperative future. The stakes: regional stability, economic prosperity, and the legacy of a war that still casts a long shadow. What do you think? Is Japan's current strategy sustainable, or is it courting disaster? Share your thoughts below, because this isn't just China's perspective, it's a global conversation.